Good morning and welcome to Year 3 English with me, Miss Dowley. I'm just going to minimise me. So let's start by writing the long date and underlining, and the learning objective, I can write a diary and underlining. So our sentence level work. Can you think of other words to describe how someone is feeling? So the girl is feeling sad. So instead of the word sad, we could use miserable, unhappy, gloomy. Can you think of different words to describe the feelings below? Happy, angry, bored, excited. Pause this whilst you have a try. So what words did you think of? So I put here the happy, excited, joyful, pleased, cheerful, jolly, delighted. Angry, cross, furious, mad, annoyed, enraged. Bored, dull, tired, humdrum, fed up. Excited, thrilled, delighted, eager, enthusiastic, passionate. So now we're going to use a conjunction to add why they are feeling that way. So the girl was feeling sad. Well, we're going to start by using a different word for sad and then add why she is sad. So instead of putting the girl was feeling sad, we're going to put the girl was feeling miserable because she lost her teddy. So we've swapped the word sad for miserable. We've added a conjunction here because, and then we've put the reason why she lost her teddy. Here's another example. The cat was tired. So we're going to use a different word for tired and add why the cat is tired. So the cat was exhausted because the dog chased it around the garden. So here we've swapped the word tired for exhausted. We've added a conjunction because, and then we've put the reason why. Can you try the same with these 4 sentences? The boy was happy, Mum was angry, my sister was bored, my brother was excited. Pause whilst you have a try. So yesterday you should have been making notes to help you with your diary today. So we're going to have a look at, first of all, making a timeline so that we can keep our events in chronological order or sequencing them. So as well as removing some normal events. So here's mine. Now I didn't do mine for yesterday. I've done mine for on Sunday. So on Sunday at 9 a.m, I took my dog for a walk on the beach. It was chucking it down and we both got drenched. At 10:30, I had my favourite breakfast. Here, I did the washing up. At 12:20, I went to the garden centre to buy plants for the back garden. My dog accidentally knocked over a plant. 3:30, I lit the fire and watched Frozen and snuggled on the settee. And at 7:30 p.m, I had a Zoom quiz with friends. We dressed up as Disney characters and I laughed so much and we won. So these bits are quite exciting events that I can probably write about in my diary. But the washing up, I think that's one that I probably don't need to write about in my diary because I do the washing up most days. So let's have a think back to our toolbox again. So we were going to write a diary to inform ourselves about what's happened. We're going to try and make sure that the reader remembers how they felt. They're reminded about what happened and understand where and when things are happening. We want it to be in the first person because you're writing it. We want to use the past tense because it's already happened. We're going to use some noun phrases. We're going to put in some of those fronted adverbials we've been practicing today. We're going to do some conjunctions and we're going to make sure it's a recount and the events are in order. So here's my go. Sunday, the 17th of January, 2021, still in lockdown. I thought it was important to put that bit in because actually that's quite a big thing for all of us at the moment. 9 a.m. I took my dog for a walk on the beach. She loves to chase after her ball. It was chucking it down and we both got soaking wet. However, the waves crashing onto the beach were amazing and worth getting wet to see. When we got home, we both dried off and put on our dressing gowns. Yes, my dog has her own dressing gown. 10:30 a.m. This morning, I made my favourite breakfast. This is a weekend treat. I had hash browns, veggie bacon, eggs, beans and mushrooms. It was so delicious. 12:20 p.m. Later on, I went to the garden centre with my dog. I wanted to get some plants to go in the back garden, which I have been weeding. My dog loves going to the garden centre because she gets to go in the pet bit where there are lots of treats for her to smell. She was so excited to get into the pet part, she pulled on the lead and ran straight into a plant pot, knocking it over. I tried my best to clear it up. I did manage to get a few plants. So that's my diary entry so far, and I just want to pick up some of the parts that are in here. So we talked about using conjunctions. So I've got a conjunction here and, I've also got a conjunction here which, and I've got another conjunction here because. Okay, so think about putting some conjunctions into yours. I've got some expanded noun phrases. Soaking wet. I wasn't just wet, I was soaking wet. Favourite breakfast. It wasn't just my breakfast, it was my favourite breakfast. And then here are my time adverbials, my fronted adverbials. So when we got home, comma, we both dried off and put on our dressing gowns. This morning, I made my favourite breakfast. So again, this morning comes at the front. Later on, I went to the garden centre. So when it comes to your writing, try and think about putting some of those things in. So now it's time to try writing your diary. Remember, write it as you in the first person. I did, I went, I ate, I played. Sequence the events of the day in order. So things that you do in the morning, things you do in the afternoon, then things that you do in the evening. Try to use some expanded noun phrases. We have practiced those last week. So again, I had favourite breakfast and soaking wet. Can you fit in a fronted adverbial? Before breakfast, during the morning, before bed. Try to make it exciting and have fun writing your diaries. I cannot wait to read them. Thank you.